Hi Capricorn, welcome to your love reading for December 2018. This is Elizabeth from channeledguidance.com. You had the most views for the month of November, so you are going first. And I've already shuffled the decks for you. You did have two jumping cards. Let me show you what they are. The first card that jumped is the Prince of Wands, which is actually the Knight of Wands. So this shows that there could be a lot of movement around your love life. This is also someone who's determined. It could be that you're determined to get someone back. You're determined to make something work. This is the energy of someone not quitting, not wanting to give up. You also had the World. So the World does represent perhaps healing. This could be a new cycle in your relationship, a new cycle in your love life. This can also just be victory. You overcome a difficult situation in your love life. So let's put these back. And let's get 9 cards for you from the first deck. This is a love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. You start off with the Hermit. Love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. The Hierophant. Love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. The Moon. Love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. Six of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. Prince of Wands again. So this was a jumping card, and here it is again. Love reading for Capricorn for December. You have the Prince of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. You have the Five of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. You have the Princess of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Capricorn for December. You have the Two of Wands. What's the most important message that Capricorn needs to hear about their love life for the month of December 2018? And the card that you have is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands can represent conflict. It could be that there's perhaps fighting, misunderstandings. There can be, this is petty energy. But can also be that there's a lot of differences between you and your partner. This is the energy of just people who are very different and want different things. So we'll come back to this to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's look at the first 3 cards. But first, Capricorn, if you would like to get a private reading with me, you can just go to my website here. It is channeledguidance.com. I also have a new Facebook account. It's not a page or a group. It's an account where you have to add me as a friend to see any bonus readings that I try to post there every week. I have posted a few. You'll have to scroll down to see them. And you do have to add me as a friend. I don't respond to any type of messenger requests if you don't add me. Okay, so let's look at the first row and see what you have going on. You have the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Moon. So it's kind of interesting that you have all major arcanas in the top row, and you start off with the Hermit, which is the energy of doing, a lot of thinking and a lot of soul searching, and you're trying to figure something out. I see that. I feel like you're confused in the month of December. I mean, you have the Moon, which is lack of clarity. This is confusion, even sometimes deceit or self-deceit. And you also have the Hierophant in the middle of all of this. The Hierophant, this represents a spiritual energy, a kindred spirit, a soulmate, finding the person you belong with. So there's confusion around where you belong. And it can be that maybe you're in love with someone who's very different than you. You did have the Five of Wands. Maybe, you want different things. Maybe you want commitment. Maybe you're ready for marriage. Maybe they're not ready for that. I see you kind of, doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of thinking, where it's either you or your partner. Where there's some space, somebody needs some space to figure things out, to see the truth. There's a lot of confusion with the Moon. There can even be fear. But I feel like this is about, a very spiritual relationship, a very deep connection that someone feels. Like someone feels like this is the one. Either that or you're taking the time to find out, is this the person I truly belong with? Now, in the next row here, this is interesting. You've got the Six of Cups with the Prince of Wands and then the Prince of Cups. Of course, the princes actually are the knights. So we have the Knight of Wands here and the Knight of Cups there. So, you did have the Prince of Wands jump for you. It was one of the jumping cards I had on the desk when we started the reading. Here it is again. Like I said, this is the energy of someone who is determined to make something happen. And considering that you have the Prince of Cups on the other side, You're either determined to get a proposal, which could be a marriage proposal for some of you, but it can even be a proposal, you know, you want to get somebody back in your life. Because the Knights all represent change and movement, and that Prince of Cups represents movement in your love life. Some of you are determined to do anything, no matter what. You are determined to have that person notice you, to have that person ask you out, to get back together with that person. Because you do have the Six of Cups here, which shows that many of you still have an emotional attachment to the past. And again, we do have the Prince of Wands with the Six of Cups. So it could be that for some of you, you're not letting go of someone from the past. You're determined to make that relationship work. And it can be with the top row. Maybe that is the partner. Maybe that is your ex. I am going to do an X spread for you, but it could be that there's just a lot of thinking. I see a lot of thinking in that top row with the Hermit and the Moon. And this is about, you know, a deep connection and finding where you truly belong. But there's still a strong connection to the past. Someone is just determined, like they will not give up until they get what they want. And I see, you know, movement or proposal, a marriage proposal or proposal for a relationship. Someone wants to get to know you in the month of December. Now, in the bottom row down here, you do have some challenging energy. You have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups does represent sadness, tears, feeling really disappointed in someone, or feeling disappointed that someone did not turn out to be who you thought they were going to be. You also have the Princess of Swords, which is actually the Page. So, I mean, it could be that you're being completely honest. Some of you may be completely honest with a partner, that maybe you're feeling unhappy with the relationship. Remember that the main energy was the Five of Wands. There are differences. There's some type of conflict. I mean, the Five of Wands can even represent competition. Somebody could want your partner. It could be that you're maybe disappointed, you know, maybe in how your partner is treating you and how they're acting. I do see a very honest conversation here with the Princess of Swords. This is someone that's just speaking their truth. And it can be, you know, for some of you who have been waiting for a long time. You have the Two of Wands. This is a whole lot of waiting. This is delays in your love life. And for some of you, that could be what is making you very unhappy. You're tired of waiting. You're tired of that proposal. You're tired of waiting for a relationship. And for some of you, you could really be speaking up, like, I'm not going to wait anymore. Okay, so let's get a few more cards and so we can see what the rest of the message is. What other messages are there for the sign of Capricorn for December? You have Strength. What other messages are there for the sign of Capricorn for December? You have the Four of Swords. What other messages are there for the sign of Capricorn for December? The Five of Pentacles. Okay, so, I mean, what I get from these three cards is you've got to hang in there. You've got to be strong. There is some type of challenge for you. Whether, you know, there's a lot of fighting and misunderstandings, or somebody wants your partner, you want very different things. The Strength card is saying don't get angry. This is about inner strength. This is about patience. This is about compassion. This is about you kind of hold back from anger and frustration lashing out from your partner. Because I see here that someone may either need healing with the Four of Swords. Your relationship may need some healing. Because we did have the Five of Cups down here. Someone's feeling sad and feeling disappointed. There could be healing. But with the Four of Swords, this is also a retreating energy. Or somebody could be asking for some space. Some of you may be really frustrated with that. You also have the Five of Pentacles, which is emotional poverty. This is someone that really feels like, this is the energy of like somebody completely cutting you off, like shutting you out of their life. If that happens, keep in mind that somebody just may need some space. I mean, you have the Four of Swords in this spread, the Four of Swords, and you started off with the Hermit. Someone needs some space here. And it could be that you realize that this person, I mean the Hierophant, this person is your kindred spirit and your soulmate. They may not see that yet. They may need some time. I see that here. I see determination to get what you want, to get the relationship or the person that you want. You really want this movement in your love life. And it can happen. But keep in mind that you do have this energy of delays. It may not be something that plays out in the month of December. For some of you, it can. But for others, it could be that you're waiting. Because I do see waiting here with the Two of Wands. I also feel like if you're unhappy in some way in your love life, because I see it here, maybe you're regretting being in a relationship, or you regret something that happened, or if you're disappointed, you've got to speak up with the Princess of Swords. You've got to be completely honest with your partner. Okay, let's see what the other deck wants to tell you. What other messages are there for the sign of Capricorn for December? You have the King of Pentacles. What other messages are there for the sign of Capricorn for December? The Emperor. The Page of Pentacles. What's the most important message that Capricorn needs to hear about their love life for the month of December? The Nine of Pentacles. You've got to do what's best for you. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is about self-confidence, self-worth, self-reliance. This is about you feeling good about yourself at the end of the day. Because remember, there is a sense of sadness here and disappointment. For some of you, you may not be getting what you want from your partner. You may have been waiting for a long time for this person. You also have the Five of Pentacles, the emotional poverty. You've got to do what's best for you with the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of a strong woman, a strong, independent woman. Of course, can also be a strong, independent man. This is saying put yourself first. Because, again, there is some type of conflict here for the sign of Capricorn. So let's take a look at these three cards and see what this means for you. So the King of Pentacles, that would be you, because you are an earth sign. Of course, if your partner is a Taurus or Virgo, that could also be them, or if they're also a Capricorn. And I feel like you have a lot of thinking to do. That's why you started off with the Hermit. You have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles comes up when you've got to take a second look at something. There's a lot for you to see. You've got your relationship needs, your love life needs your attention. You've got a lot to see. There's something that you need to look at. You need to look deeper when this card comes up, because there's something that you're not seeing. And as it is, you already have the Moon over here, which usually comes up when there's something that you're not seeing. Lack of clarity here. The Emperor is also telling you, take back your power. I mean, for some of you, I see that something is really challenging you. I mean, let's just go through the cards. Again, this is saying take back your power, like take control of your love life. Take control. If you're unhappy, then say so. Because, I mean, that is what we see down here. I see you being disappointed, unhappy for some reason. You've got to communicate that with the Princess of Swords. This is communicating honestly to your partner. You've got the Five of Pentacles over here. Again, you're hurting. You feel like your partner has just shut you out emotionally. For some of you, it could be that they've asked for some space. Maybe they've moved out, or maybe they're just not, maybe there's no communication. I feel like for some of you, like someone is just not talking to you anymore and you don't know why. You're being told to be patient here. Like, try not to get angry. This is a card of taming your ego, your inner beast. Don't lash out. Don't get angry. That could be the worst thing that you do. And for others, there's just a really strong emotional attachment to the past. Like, you refuse to give up. You refuse to give up on someone from the past. And I feel that determination, I mean, it is with some movement here. The Prince of Cups, which does show that there will be movement in a relationship where someone's really determined to connect with someone from the past, someone that you still love. So what we're going to do now is we're going to focus just on exes. We're going to use this deck right here. And we're going to focus on those relationships that, for whatever reason, the relationship ended. You're no longer seeing this person, dating this person. This can be someone either that you were in a committed relationship with, or someone that you dated. You just want to see, is there a chance? Are they thinking about you? Again, the timing does not matter, even if it was a few days ago, weeks ago, years ago, whatever it is. Okay. Actually, let me give this deck a quick shuffle. I don't think I shuffled it. Show us the energies around Capricorn and their ex. Show us the energies around Capricorn and their ex. Show us the energies around Capricorn and their ex. Show us the energies around Capricorn and their ex. Capricorn and their ex. Capricorn and their ex. Capricorn and their ex. Show us the energies around Capricorn and their ex. Okay, so let's see what comes up for you, Capricorn. Again, this is for those of you who are hoping to reconnect with an ex. Capricorn and their ex. You have the Page of Cups, Capricorn and their ex. The World, which is a repeat card. Capricorn and their ex. The Three of Cups, Capricorn and their ex. Seven of Swords, Capricorn and their ex. The Lovers, Capricorn and their ex. Knight of Cups, also a repeat card. So I think the World was actually, it didn't come up in the 9-card spread, but it was a jumping card for you. But here it is again. So it is valid for those of you that want to reconnect with an ex. The Knight of Cups, that was in the spread. Over there it was called the Prince of Cups. I mean, here it is again. This is movement in your relationship. And again, we're looking at a spread for someone that you're no longer in a relationship with, but there is movement there. Here's a card. This is the same energy. There's movement around your relationship with your ex. So you've got, let's just go through the cards. You've got the Page of Cups, the World, 3 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups 2 times. I mean, so what I see here, I mean, I feel like you would definitely be communicating with your partner, with your ex. You have the Page of Cups. The pages all represent communication. And the Page of Cups, this is a very emotional conversation. Maybe, perhaps even a declaration of love. Perhaps they're telling you they still love you. Or you're telling them. Because I saw some type of really strong determination in the 9-card spread. If you go back, someone's determined to get their ex back. Like, I'm not going to stop until this person forgives me, until they give me another chance. That energy was there. So with the Page of Cups, this is someone that's just kind of pouring out their heart and, letting you know they still care, or you're communicating with your ex in some way. You also have the World, and this really comes across as like you're finally able to put your differences behind you, because remember that the main energy from the first spread was the 5 of Wands, which shows that there were strong differences. Perhaps the timing was off. Maybe you wanted the relationship to be something that they weren't ready for. The 5 of Wands is just people who are very different. They just want different things. So the World feels like this is a new cycle. Like you can close the door to that old chapter where there were so many differences, so much fighting, misunderstandings, maybe coming and going, off and on. The World is a new cycle. When it comes to your ex, I see you being very happy with the 3 of Cups. I mean, this is a card of celebration, joy, laughter. So I feel like for many of you, you're celebrating the fact that there is this new beginning for you, because the World is an ending and a new beginning. It's kind of like slamming the door to the past, but hello, new beginning. And with that 3 of Cups, you're celebrating this energy. You also have the 7 of Swords and then the Lovers with the Knight of Cups 2 times at the bottom. I feel with the 7 of Swords, this is a card where it's a red flag energy where you've got to be careful. Because the 7 of Swords can represent deceit or self-deceit. And I'm going to get a confirmation card for that, because I feel like for many of you, it could be self-deceit. For some of you, you could still be angry with your ex, because you did have the 5 of Cups, you had the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands, all of this in the 9-card spread. All those 5s are challenging energies. Here's the 5 of Pentacles. I mean, it's a lovely card, but the meaning of it is not really that lovely. This is someone that completely shut you out emotionally. Some of you could still be angry. You also have the Strength card telling you do not be angry. If you get angry, that's going to work against you. So with the 7 of Swords, this could be that there's some type of self-deceit going on. You may feel perhaps that even that your ex is lying to you. You may not know, you may think you can't trust them, but I mean, you've got significant energy here. You've got significant energy with the Lovers. This is just showing you that there can still be a long-term relationship. This can be your life partner. And of course, the Knight of Cups 2 times, this is showing you that this relationship, even if it seems over, if it is over, it can still continue to grow, to move forward. There could even be a proposal. The Knight of Cups does represent a proposal of some kind, even if it's just get back together, let's try again. Of course, it can be a marriage proposal or something like that, a proposal to move in together. I see, a lot of positive energy here. Communication, new beginnings, happiness. It just seems like 2 people are finally together. Remember, you did have the Hierophant, the card of kindred spirits and soulmates, although there was kind of confusing energy around that. For exes, many of you are kind of finally figuring things out, because you did have the Hermit as well. I think it was your first card. Let me get a confirmation for the 7 of Swords, see what this means for you. What confirmation is there for the sign of Capricorn for the 7 of Swords? Why has this popped up when it comes to their exes? Interesting. The King of Swords. So this would be air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So for some of you, I mean, this can be your partner. I wasn't expecting to see a court card, but for some of you, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of this in private readings. Either the King or the Queen of Swords comes up when someone is really overthinking things, when they're really kind of stuck in their head. And, you know, with the Seven of Swords, you can be your own worst enemy because you're convincing yourself of something that's not true. And it could be that you're convincing yourself that your ex is going to cheat on you again, or doesn't really love you, doesn't really want you back. This is being your own worst enemy. For some of you, it could be that you're being way too mental about it. You have too much going on in your head. Let me get one more. What confirmation is there for Capricorn for the Seven of Swords? Yeah, because I mean, the Empress is showing, the Empress, this is even better than the Lover's card. And actually, you have them both. The Empress, this is having it all. Not just love, but also love, happiness, abundance, good health, even financial security. This is someone that gives you the whole package, everything. If you had a private reading with me, you always hear me say that the Empress is even better than the Lovers, and you have them both when it comes to your ex. So, I mean, I feel like many of you will be connecting with your ex again. There's a strong energy of movement with the Knight of Cups coming up 2 times, the Lovers coming up, and then the Empress popping up as confirmation for the Seven of Swords. Give them a chance with the Seven of Swords. Like, even if it ended horribly, because you did have challenging cards in the 9-card spread, give them a chance. This is being your own worst enemy. And with the King of Swords, if there's not an air sign involved, then this is you really overthinking things, and you could miss out on an opportunity to get somebody back that you really love. Again, this can be someone that really offers you everything with the Empress being here. Okay, Capricorn, this has been your love reading for December 2018. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.